All right, what's going on, guys? So, the question is, how can I become more confident talking to women? Okay, so the problem that a lot of guys have is they look for an external source. For example, let's say you're not the smoothest talker with women. You don't really know how to talk to women too much. You get nervous when you are around women, you get anxious, and you're just overall not a smooth talker. Don't think that going into the gym and getting your body right is going to make you a smooth talker. Don't think that getting a nice car is going to make you a smooth talker. It's going to make you more confident. Don't think getting more money is going to make you more confident. Don't think wearing nicer clothes, getting a haircut, having cologne. Don't think these things are going to make you more confident. They're going to make you feel more confident. You're going to feel a little more confident when you walk outside and you have a nice car and you have money in the bank and you smell good, your clothes is fresh, your haircut's on point. You're going to feel good. Yeah, of course, you're going to feel good. But when it comes down to talking to a woman, if you haven't built that confidence, you're still going to be that unconfident guy. And it's still going to show through your words and through your body language. Why? Because you didn't take the time to build it up. So there is no way around this. The only way to becoming more confident with women is to approach them. All right? There's no other way around it. Because if you are nervous, if you don't think you're a smooth talker, if you find yourself being anxious around women, the only way to tackle that problem is head on. Facing it head on. Any pretty woman that you see, you go and you talk to her. All right? Because a lot of guys say, oh, but there's no women in my area. Where do I meet women? Where do I meet women? I don't like going to clubs, so where do I meet women? Bro, don't lie to me. If you tell me that, you are lying to me, because when you walk out into the grocery store, when you walk to the gas station, when you go to a restaurant, you're telling me there's only men in your area? You're telling me you've never seen a woman pass you by? Or now, all of a sudden, all the women that pass you by are just ugly as shit? No, stop lying. There is pretty women that you see on a day-to-day basis. And you say, damn, that girl's fine. Damn, look at her, she pretty. Ooh, damn, look at her. Don't lie to me. We as men, we think that way. So, if you see a pretty woman and you're unconfident, all you're going to do is just watch. Oh, wow, look at her. Oh, look at her, look at her. And you don't understand that you have the power to go talk to her because you've been unconfident your whole life. So all you do is just watch from the sidelines. Like a creep, like this. You are just creeping her out. She's about to get a restraining order on your ass because she thinks you're going to pull a little cloth with chloroform and you're going to tie her ass up with a hog tie. She's scared of you. You're watching her from the sidelines like this. She bad. She bad. Nah, bro. Just go approach her. That's the only way to build confidence. All right? There's no other way around it. Don't think that just because you go into the gym and you get jacked, you get swole. Oh, yeah, now you swole. Ooh. But now you approach her and you're still unconfident. You're jacked, but you're still an awkward guy. Why? Because you didn't tackle the problem head on. The problem was you're unconfident talking to women. So how do you build that? You approach them. You approach one and you say, okay, that wasn't the smoothest. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best conversation, but I took initiative. I put my foot forward and I took the first step. All right, now you approach another one. And you just keep on doing that until eventually you realize, okay, now I've built the confidence. Why? Because I see the results for myself. I see that just by talking to women, I can get dates. Just by talking to women, I can get laid. This is easier than I thought. This is so easy. All you got to do is just take the initiative. So you got to work on the internal first, because it's like, for example, people always try to find an external source when the problem is internally. When the problem is you are in your own way, nothing else. So why do you think when people say, oh, if I get a lot of money, then I'd, be rich or whatever, and then they get a lottery ticket and they win the lottery and they lose all the money? Why? Because they didn't build the discipline it takes to acquire that money and to manage that money correctly. They thought it was an external source. Then they got the external and blew the bag. Or for example, when people say, I would work out, but I don't have the best gym equipment. And then they get a gym membership and they never use it. Why? Because you never started within. You're looking for an external source. If you would have said, oh, I want to get in shape, let me start doing push-ups. I don't got no gym equipment. I'm going to start doing push-ups, squat, bodyweight squats, pull-ups, dips. Because you're starting within. And then when you go to a gym, all the equipment is just the cherry on top. So it's the same thing. If you're not confident talking to women, you go and approach and talk to more women. And then once you've built that confidence, then you get your body right. Then you smell nice with some nice cologne. Then you get your hair cut. Then you get your money right. I'm not saying, well, hold on. This might sound like I'm saying be a bum and then you get your shit right. No, get your shit right. But I'm saying if you want to be more confident with women, it starts within. It starts with you pushing yourself to your edge. All right? It starts by you going and approaching women even when you don't think you are the smoothest talker. Go do it. That's the only way. And then as you're working on your mind, as you're working on your body, as you're working on your finances, getting a nice car, all these things, they're just the cherry on top. They're just the cherry on top. Because then you're going to be the ultimate package. You're confident. And then she's going to say, wow, he's confident. Wow, he has a nice body. Wow, he smells good. His hair is always, he always has a fresh cut. He got money. He has a nice car. He dresses very, very dapper. That's just the cherry on top, because if you did it the other way around and you got a nice body, you got a nice car, and you're awkward as shit, you're still going to lose to the guy who has confidence. A guy with confidence and none of those things, a guy with confidence and an average body, a guy with confidence in an average car, not too much money, is still going to bag your bitch. Why? Because you are still awkward. You focused on external things. You focused on getting your body right. You focused on, getting a nice car, thinking that was going to change who you are on the inside. So work on these things, but also work on approaching women. You need to refine your game. You need to learn by trial and error. You try, okay, I failed. And understand it's a numbers game. Because if you approach 100 women, and I'm not saying do this all day, but I'm saying if you approach 100 women, right? You don't think you're going to be more experienced by the end of that? And even if 90 say no, 10 say yes, those 90, it doesn't mean that you are less of a man. It doesn't mean that you are unattractive. It just means you weren't their preference. The same way you might like for me, I like Latinas. So if something else comes in, I already have a preference. So it's the same thing with these women. They might have a preference. You might be brown skinned like me and they like white guys. You might be curly headed black hair like me and they like blonde guys. It all just depends. So if you want to be more confident with women, go out there, go approach women. When you're in the grocery store, just make conversation. When you see a pretty woman, think about how much better you would be talking to women if you just started doing it. and you didn't focus on getting a nice body, you didn't focus on getting a nice car, because these things don't change who you are on the inside. All right, guys, drop a like, leave a comment if you found this video interesting, and subscribe. Peace out.